mean, we often forget that the Holocaust didn't happen just in the concentration camp and in the crematoria. And then again, this is also something that I've revisited and I've studied better these past months. How many Jewish people were killed in the ghettos because they were left without adequate hygiene, food, and medication? They were starved to death in concentration camps. So also, let me take an opportunity to say something, because again, as Germans, you have this attitude to say, we did it, and you did it. There is no question, please, as us, Italians, we did. And it's precisely and exactly because we did it that we need to feel ashamed, that we need to be alerted every time there is a risk that it happens to someone else. But let alone the Palestinians now. Do we see the racism that our cities and our countries are harboring against anyone? And now, while we focus on anti-Semitism as criticism of the state of Israel, and police officers around Europe beat up students who are just there, standing against please, let me finish. I know that this is a friendly crowd, but we have important things to discuss. And I really want you to listen to me, because even you are not doing enough. And I'm serious. Because again, even if I'm only talking to that person who didn't want to come here because she was scared of being associated with Hamas. But in 16 months, why didn't you take a book and read a thing about Hamas? And not because I'm defending Hamas, but because if you knew what Hamas was, and Gershon, I really need you to talk about that. Because if I do, this will be, hey, you see, she's an Hamas defender, she's an anti-Semite, she's justified. I've not justified once the crimes that were committed against Israeli civilians. Once. I've always condemned them. Because as a lawyer, as a human rights lawyer, I stand against any kind of violence against civilians. At the same time, what I've been wondering, not on October 7, 2023, because I was shocked like you. But shocked beyond what could say. I've been asking myself how I'm going to talk about this anymore after all this violence. I didn't know. The only thing I've said as soon as I had a microphone in front of me was, what has happened is horrible, and I condemn all forms of violence that has been used against Israeli civilians. And this is the moment for the international community to pause and act with wisdom toward the Israelis and the Palestinians. Instead, what has been done, and this is why I say the war mentality is very dangerous. Everyone has gone to Israel saying, we stand behind you. Go, whatever you like. Sorry, I didn't answer your question, but I said something very important. Because here, either we see where is the danger. The danger, and here I have to say more than in other countries. In the last 10 days, I've been to Denmark, Norway, and the Netherlands. And the lack of courage that I sense in this country is very disappointing. Do you understand that the Holocaust was possible because the majority of us zipped their mouth and didn't do anything to prevent the normal individual, normal human being? Were closed in ghettos and concentration camps? So this is what you have to ask yourself today. What am I doing to stop this? And there is no space for cowardice today. And when you watch Schindler's List, don't recognize yourself in Schindler unless you do something against it.